Very, very happy. I know y'all know it's my birthday, so first time actually playing on my birthday, so that was a little weird. Had a lot of family come up. Really appreciate our guys for fighting through, never giving in. I know that was an ugly win, but I really appreciate our guys. I think in the long run, we're going to learn a lot from this, and when we're in a tighter ball game with a team when it's going to really count. I think we're going to be able to draw back from this moment and learn from it. A lot of mistakes early, self-inflicted wounds. So we just got to go back to not necessarily the drawing board. We just got to clean up things and continue to grow, get better. But I am very happy. It is hard to win, and we're going to celebrate wins around here when we do get them. Open up for questions.
Obviously, like you mentioned, a lot to clean up, but what does it say each of those times you went down, immediately responded with a touchdown drive?
It shows a lot of composure by our kids and coaches for responding and not panicking. Showed a lot of growth. Unfortunately, we didn't seize momentum and just take it over during the game. Had opportunities. Defense got a big stop, and then we basically shot ourselves in the foot by getting the penalty. Then we missed a field goal. The punter did an outstanding job of punting the ball to the 2. I think Kenyatta Watson downed it, and then we let him go for 98. Had a man-to-man coverage and got outran. So got to learn from them things, get better. But I'd rather learn from a victory than a loss. So there is some positives to take from it, and we'll look at the tape, see what corrections we need to make. I think we need to play more players in certain situations too. So those are things that I'm looking at as a coach, and I'm going to challenge our staff on that. So like I said, I'm never satisfied. I am happy, but we got some work to do, and got a tough Vandy team coming into town.
And ended up 3-1 in the turnover margin. Basically was the difference in the game. Big turnovers forced by your defense there.
Yeah, that was outstanding by our defense. We were preaching that all week, and it came into fruition tonight. We thought they were loose with the ball and thought they were going to give us some opportunities, and our defense took full advantage. Could have had another one. Our G had opportunity for one as well, but very happy with the turnover margin, explosive play margin. I bet we were probably down. We got to create more explosive plays on offense and try to limit that 92-yard drive. That was a big drive in the game. But like I said, I'm proud of the coaches, proud of our staff, proud of the our student body, faculty, everyone that showed up to the game. And more importantly, I'm so happy for our kids for getting the victory.
Coach, up here, you were 2 for 7 on third downs in the first half and had a much improved mark in the second. What was the difference just offensively in those third down conversions?
Yeah, they weren't as long. I mean, the first half, they were basically 3rd and 9, the 10 to 11, 12. And in the second half, there was a little bit more manageable. And quarterback made the right reads and the right decisions. It wasn't so much what they were doing. It was more so what we didn't do from an execution standpoint. We got to check the ball down, let the ball carriers convert after the catch. So those are things that were glaring that we got to make sure we reiterate to the guys on the field to make sure those things don't happen again. That's the thing. Every game is different. Every opponent is different. So you just can't carry things over from one opponent to the next because every opponent presents different problems and situations. And so we still got a lot of learning to do with situational football and as coaches as well, just getting on the same page with a lot of different things. So, but I'm proud of our guys, and like I say, very happy for the win.
Yeah, and you had 35 rushing attempts in the contest, and even a lot of short passes. How effective was that? Just keeping control of the ball in those situations with short passes and even rushing the ball.
It was what we had to do for this game because they were really taking away the deep balls, so to speak, and they were just breaking up, trying to make tackles. So you got to kind of adjust your game plan to what and how the defense is playing. So I thought our quarterback learned in the second half to just dump the ball off and let the ball carriers and receivers make plays after the catch.
Yeah, and then what about Justin Abraham? His fourth quarter runs to his own teammate, has to leave the field, comes right back. It's a big big sack for you. What about his leadership and just his big contributions for the team?
Yeah, he's an outstanding leader. He's one of the heart and soul members on that side of the ball, along with several others. So really proud of our guys for how they finished. Proud of Justin being here and being the leader that he is. That shows a lot of grit and toughness for him to come back and make a play like that. So, like I said, we're going to look at the tape. Definitely didn't play to our standard. We got to learn how to play cleaner. We got to play 4 quarters of football, not in spurts, not be so sporadic, and just execute at a higher level in all areas.
How important was it to stop the run like you guys did tonight?
It was very important. That was the message to the staff. I thought that Chattanooga was going to try to shorten the game, and they did a good job. I thought we played a little slow on offense. I wanted to play with a little bit more tempo, but we just got so many different personnel groupings that it kind of don't allow you to play with a little tempo at times. So I think the tempo of the game fell into their hands, and like I said, we didn't capitalize when we had opportunity on offense. If we capitalized when we had opportunity, and the score probably would have been a lot different. But got to give Chattanooga credit for executing and making plays, and I'm giving our guys credit for not folding the tent and responding when we had to.
I know you say that different guys step up according to what the game plan is. It seemed like Hurst had his number called a good bit tonight. Was that he was just the guy in the right spot tonight?
He was. Yeah, we had some injuries earlier in the week where Stretch was injured from the Georgia Tech game, so his play was limited. I don't even know if he played 10 snaps this game. I'm not sure. I doubt if he did, but hopefully he'll recover fully and be able to be 100% next week for us. But yeah, Ted was hot and he made plays. He actually dropped that one that he could have made. So it's always some give and take there. But proud of his effort. Made a hell of a catch on the fade ball in the end zone that kind of got everything kind of started. So that was a really good throw and really good job competing for the football and coming down with it.
And did Christian take even another step tonight in what you want to see from him?
We still got work in progress. We're still evaluating, still going to look at the film and address the things that we need to address. And, we just got to continue to install what our guys can do and try to limit some things from mental capacity at times and just try to put our guys in the best situation to be successful. Everything is about cohesion, trying to find an identity on what we can do. There's things there, but we have somebody to screw something up. And, it just everyone was taking turns at a moment. So it was a O-line, a receiver, different person. So we just got to clean up our play calling, and maybe it's too much on our guys. That's something that we got to look at as coaches to see, do we need to dial it in and limit the game plan.
I know you're a pretty one day at a time, one task at a time kind of guy. So when did it dawn on you that this game was going to fall on your birthday?
I knew that when I saw the schedule. When I first saw the schedule, so it didn't like it was today. Oh, it was my birthday. I got a game. So as soon as I got hired, I knew I had a birthday game. So
pretty good present.
It was an outstanding present. Can't be happier. Like I say, it's a lot better winning than losing, and it's a lot of learning moments from this tape, and we'll take it and we'll grow as a team. And we're still in what we call the first quarter of our season. These first 3 games don't really have a impact on what we ultimately want to do, and we're looking at it as such. We want to win all the games in this quarter, but we know the real quarter starts in the second quarter after our bye week, after this week. So we're going to put this game to rest, make the corrections needed, and put a good game plan together for Vandy, and try to come out with a win next week.
Did you get a birthday cake at least?
Not yet. Haven't got nothing. Got game ball from Coach. Charlie Cobb, so much appreciative of that. But game ball should go to the kids. Like I said, they never, flinched. Offense answered every single time we were down. Our defense did the same thing. We stopped them when we had to, and we ran the ball when we had to close the game out. So a lot of positives from the game that we can grow from, and that's what we're going to really concentrate on. And like I said, we're a team and an organization that is growing, learning each other, and trying to find more people that we can add to the mix. I think we're limiting ourselves from a roster standpoint on certain positions, and we got to figure out a way to put our best guys on the field and let them play.
How you doing, Coach? It's
Hey.
Sean Minor with College Football. It's nice to meet you.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I have like a 3-part question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first part. After the Georgia Tech game,
Mhm.
The glaring thing that stuck out to me was the third down conversions,
Mhm.
because we would have loved to do better. Talk to me first about like the emphasis this week in practice on third downs. And I know that we had to deal with a lot of third downs that were longer, but specifically in the second half, talk to us about like what your strategy was to like execute on those third downs.
Well, we practice third downs from spring ball, so we actually hit every kind of third down scenario you can think of from a preparation standpoint. And then, like I said earlier, you got to adjust to what a team is doing. When they show one thing the prior week and they do something a little bit different, you got to be able to adjust and go through your progressions from a quarterback position, and everyone has to execute. And like I said, we took our turns with protections and penalties and just shooting ourselves in the foot. And third down, red area goal line was a big concentration last week because of the prior game. And I told our guys next time we're in those situations, we're going to be successful, and we'll have many more opportunities to put ourselves in that situation. Actually, we was in a 4th and 1 situation where receiver didn't block down, and the play was the correct play, but just didn't execute. So at the end of the day, our guys got to execute, and we got to do what we're coached to do. So like I said, that's on us as coaches and on myself, and we just got to figure out the best way for this team right now.
My next part of the question, what did you focus on this week to address the challenge that Georgia Tech presented to you this past week, which is the physicality and the approach that they had? So how was like this week for you prepping and physicality, and how do you say that your team responded tonight from physicality?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a response for Georgia Tech. We practiced. We got a way we were going to practice every single week. Like I said, their game plan changes based on what the opponent is doing and what looks they're going to give us. So every practice week is going to be different based on what the opponent does. So we're going to try to stop what the opponent does well, and hopefully we can make them do something that they don't really want to do or go to their secondary plan. So we wasn't really thinking about Georgia Tech. That game was over with on Sunday. So we didn't really talk about Georgia Tech anymore. Our effort and our attention was on Chattanooga, and that'll be the same thing on Monday. Our effort and concentration will be on Vanderbilt.
And then the last part was, how would you address like how the communication was just from the team, the players, and then also for the coaching staff as everybody's getting through the wrinkles with the newness of everything?
Yeah, we got to do better. We got to communicate better. We got to make the necessary adjustments in game, in between series, and we got to have a little bit more juice in our step. I think our kids were a little bit flat initially, and you're gonna be like that sometimes. Being a player, sometimes you look at the name of the opponent, and you just don't have that same drive and energy, and but even with that said, our guys were able to respond and play and make plays when it was necessary. I'm sure the film that Vandy shows that our kids will see, it will have their full attention, and we just got to continue to get better. Like I said, no matter what the result is with Vandy, we're still going to have all our dreams of winning the Sun Belt Conference ahead of us.